Welcome to Drewcilla's world. Hey Ernie, how you doing?
Okay, how about you?
I'm doing good, doing good. I've had a slight physical change that you probably haven't noticed yet, but although I'm wearing the mask to keep myself safe from the coronavirus, I've managed to get a bunch of fuzz going across my face, as you may be able to see. so,
Yeah, I did see it.
so yeah, I'm growing it out for the duration of for the duration of our lockdown that we're stuck in. So we're gonna see if I look like ZZ Top, or maybe it's just gonna be like a few inches long. Who knows?
Yeah, my guess is that you'll look like the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
So yeah, we'll have to start going to bear parties if I keep this up. So, so how have you been?
I've been pretty good. I've been locked in my house. I really haven't gone out much. I pretty much started staying home last weekend, and the last time I went to my office was on I think it was March 13th. So it's been more than like 10 days since I've been at work, but I've been working from home. We have computers, we have remote connections, so there's actually no need to drive to the office.
Cool, cool. That's great. All right. So you're saving your carbon footprint and keeping the environment nice and clean.
Yeah, I mean, I really saved a lot of money on gas because it's a 50-mile round trip pretty much. And but what I'm really loving about it is just having all that extra time because it's about 80 minutes round trip, so 80 minutes a day extra to do whatever I want to do. And most of that has been working on outfits.
There you go. So I'm working on that. So what have you been working on?
So I've been in quarantine for about a week. I haven't gone out since last Sunday. And on Wednesday, I decided to make an outfit for my husband because we were going to go to the Saint at Large's Black Party on April 4th, which has since been canceled, but I made him an outfit anyway. He bought some holographic fabric online, and he only bought a yard of it, so we didn't have a lot to work with. So I decided to make him a tank top and shorts. So you can see the shorts here and the tank top. I finished the tank top with satin trim, so it's very shiny and smooth. It feels really good against the skin. This reflects light in different ways when the light shines on it, so it's perfect for a nightclub. And he'll be wearing it as soon as the nightclubs reopen. Another costume that I've made during my quarantine has been an outfit for Periodical. So Periodical wanted a flashy outfit, and he kind of likes the more slutty look, so he wanted a harness made out of this zebra print spandex. We went to a fabric store, and he saw this spandex fabric and loved it, and I actually really like it too. I made the halter top that also has a satin trim on it, which feels very good against the skin, and it's shiny and nice. It has tights that fit him very tightly, and they also fit this dress form very tightly. And I gave Perry this horse mask for Christmas. I mistakenly thought it was a dog mask because he had been saying that he wanted one of those leather fetish dog masks that we'd seen people in nightclubs wearing. So I bought this not realizing that it was in fact a horse mask and not a dog mask. So he was kind of resistant to the idea of wearing it until he saw the zebra print in the store, and then he decided, well, we'll just make a zebra outfit and a horse head, and he decorated it with these black feathers for a headdress. I think it's going to look really hot on him when we go out. I believe we had made this also for the Saint at Large's Black Party on April 4th, but that's now canceled and postponed until September. So he'll probably be wearing it somewhere else before then. So here's an outfit that I made for Periodical before the quarantine began. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to wear it to any club because all the clubs shut down by order of the government. So in this case, we went to that same fabric store where we got the zebra print, and he decided to buy this wild leopard print. And it's a purple and black. It kind of has an ombre transition over here that we really liked. It goes from dark blue to kind of dark blue violet to magenta, and it's two pieces. the top is the transition from one color to another, and the bottom is just all the hot pink fabric. Also trimmed with black satin bias tape. It looks really great. This is going to be a great summer outfit. I'm sure I'm going to borrow it at some point, and can't wait to work it in the clubs. So during the quarantine, I haven't just been making outfits for my husband and for Periodical, I've also been making things for myself. So one of the things that I made for myself is a eye patch. So this is kind of inspired by the new Star Trek Picard series, because there are Borg on it, and it's kind of my Borg eye patch. So it's made out of this same mesh material. If a lot of you who used to watch The Pew might remember that I did a demonstration of making masks using needlepoint plastic grids that you can cut out. So I cut it out into this shape, and I put the eye, and then I put like a matching rhinestone eyebrow above it. And then, of course, when I wear it out in the clubs, I'm gonna have all kinds of crazy makeup underneath it on both sides, so that will complement the eye patch. I'm planning on wearing this eye patch with this dress that I bought at Dolls Kill when I was on vacation for Christmas in California. I went to San Francisco one day, and there was actually a Dolls Kill store. I didn't realize that Dolls Kill had stores. I had only ever bought stuff from them online. So anyway, in the store there was this beautiful sheer stretch dress with lightning bolts. I had kind of considered making the eye patch in the shape of a lightning bolt, but I didn't think it would look good because you can't really get too many intricate shapes with this needlepoint grid because of the way it's squares, and you can't necessarily cut like perfectly straight lines with it. So I'm gonna wear it with this and probably some, I don't know, tights or whatever, and boots. It's gonna look good. So another mask that I've made during the quarantine was inspired by the club kid Vile Sanchez. For those of you who don't know him or who don't follow him on Instagram, he is this young guy who does very elaborate geometric makeup on his face. I mean, it's wild, it's very precise. So as an homage to Vile, and because I admire his makeup skills so much, I made a bug mask that is inspired by the geometry of Vile's makeup. So again, I made it out of that needlepoint plastic mesh, and I cut it out into kind of like a bug shape. I spray painted fluorescent orange eyes on it, and then I kind of spray painted some black onto it just to give it like more dimension and almost like eyebrows or eyelashes. And I decorated it with additional geometric shapes just like Vile would do on his face, and I attached spikes to it to give it a more of a bondage fetish look. Can't wait to wear this. Haven't worn it yet. I'm probably going to wear it with this top. When I was in California for Christmas, I went to a lot of thrift stores. I went to a lot of vintage stores and stores that do recycling the way Beacon's Closet does. And I found this blouse, and I think that this blouse and this mask go well together. So I'm gonna turn that out, and I'll probably wear sequin tights on the bottom, boots, and then of course I'm gonna be wearing makeup underneath this mask. So not that I'm planning on taking the mask off, but just to add extra lunacy to the look. It's really unfortunate that the clubs closed for the coronavirus, because prior to the clubs closing, I hadn't really worn a lot of flashy outfits to nightclubs because there hadn't been that many looks parties since the beginning of the year. I think I may have only gone to one or two before the shutdown. So I think one was the Bound party, and the other one was Kuhn's, Suzanne's Barsh's party at Elsewhere, and that was pretty much it. So over the course of maybe the past, since the beginning of the year, I would say, I've only dressed up twice. So that's a really small number of times to dress up for me. I'm hoping that the quarantine will end really soon so that we can get back to turning looks on a more regular basis.
Well, that looks beautiful. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. It's great. I miss being out. I miss being out turning looks.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the stuff that I make is kind of basic because neither my husband nor Perry have like super extravagant tastes. But yeah, it's, I'm just trying to be creative, trying not to get depressed being at home. I mean, I'm not depressed. I'm pretty happy about being home, but obviously we're going to have a recession and it's going to screw our economy, and a lot of people are suffering.
That's true. I've noticed recently. I've seen a lot of the queens who have been out doing drag shows with their Cash App names on the bottom of the screens, trying to make a dime or a tip here or there from performances. In fact, I actually tipped one of the performers I know, because I know that I'm sure they're probably having a hard time just not working, because that's all they do is do drag for a living. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've donated money to Elsewhere. They set up a GoFundMe for all their staff. So, I mean, I felt bad for them, and I love that nightclub. So, I really hope that they're going to be able to reopen, because one of my big fears is that a lot of bars and restaurants and clubs are going to be forced to close, and they may never reopen.
That's very true. It's very true. I think we're gonna see a true changing in the landscape across New York City in many different ways.
For sure, there are going to be so many stores and restaurants that are never going to reopen.
And that's sad. That's sad. And this is unfortunately. I mean, whether we caught it 2 weeks earlier or whatever, it was going to hit here and do this. So we're sort of in a we're sort of behind the barrel. We're sort of behind the barrel of a gun that somebody's got aimed at us, and there's nothing we can do about it. And the best thing we can do is stay home, stay safe, stay with our families, the people that we can be around and not have to worry about getting sick, and just follow the rules for a change.
Yeah, well, I'm not sick so far. So
Same here. Same here. So I'm sure all those many nights in different club bathrooms that we've both been in have been more than enough to keep us insulated from any kind of viruses that are going to hit. So.
I don't know about that. Like, I would still get sick from nightclubbing, but not coronavirus.
Yeah, this is true. So, well, you and the family be safe, and we will catch up again soon. All right.
You too. Take care.
All right. Love you. Be safe. All right.
Bye.
Bye.